be more aware of the whole concept and sustainability. You work, you work in the big spectrum of sustainability. Can you remember actually some of the first times when you started to understand, okay, this is what I want to do. This is sustainability. This is the ESGs. Were there something specifically in your life that kind of like made I mean, you're going that journey now. So can you remember what was it that turned this thing around? Why did you focus on that?
Well, I can tell you how I got started in sustainability. I was doing my master's degree in global health, and there was a one-day section on the Millennium Development Goals. And these were 8 goals that were started in the year 2000 to 2015. And they were 8 very specific goals about ending poverty and reducing world hunger and like 8 goals. Anyway, what struck me the most is that within this 15-year time span, because these goals were focused on these global challenges, they were able to like reduce global poverty by 50% in 15 years. And I was like, what in the world? By focusing on the problem and having a framework for people to work towards a goal, they have been able to reduce something that has been existing for millennia by a very significant number. And when we looked at these Millennium Development Goals and the accomplishments that they made in just a short period of time, I thought, oh, that's so interesting. But then right as I was finishing my master's degree, then came the Sustainable Development Goals. And I just loved these comprehensive frameworks of these are the world's biggest challenges, and this is how we start to solve them. This is how we break them down into 17 goals and 169 targets, because it was something that you could work with. It was a very distinct goal framework. And when I started to work with that, I started to work with politicians at teaching sustainability for a charity. And it was exciting. It was so funny because you could see people thinking like, huh, I haven't really thought about all of these problems, but because they were just 17 problems and ways to solve them, and it was a framework, people could do things. People like structure. And that's what ESG is. It's a type of structure for you to put your problems in a in a in a matrix or in a way to measure it and to measure your outcomes, and it's a way to move from point A to point B to point C to point D. So you know where you're starting, you know where you're going, and there's a way to track it. People love that. People do very well with that. So I got excited about working in sustainability because when I care about all of the challenges that we face in the world, I want to solve them. I'm excited about solving them. But when it comes to ESG specifically, it was like, again, it is a framework that you can put your problems in and work through them. It's like a math problem, and you can solve math problems. You just have to put in all of the right numbers, and you have to think about the process of how you get from A to B. And sometimes it doesn't work, so you have to go back and you have to redo the math. So I just love that there is a way to work with these. And that's how I started working with sustainability, by being inspired by the progress we can make when we actually focus on what the problems are and how to solve them and start working together towards them.